And his answer was honest, right? That we have a policy of carding.
Is it legal?
Of course it's not legal, right? I mean, discrimination is not legal. And speaking as a law professor at the University of Ottawa, I'm disappointed that my institution fails constitutional and human rights law. They clearly think that they have the authority to demand identification, that others must provide it. They're highly ignorant about the law, and they're using it against people of color. And if the administration of this university would like to attend its own law school where I teach, this can easily be explained.
You say that you think this is a systemic issue. Can you comment a little bit more on that?
The University of Ottawa has a systemic racism problem for certain, and I'll give you several strands of evidence. Number one, we have far fewer, by about 200, visible minorities employed among the professoriate than federal government equity targets call for, and I have the report to show you that here. So we're underemploying visible minorities. Number two, we don't have visible minorities in leadership positions. There is not a dean who is a minority here. Perhaps there has been in the past, but at the moment I don't believe there is one. The senior administration is overwhelmingly white and also quite male. Third, our Human Rights Office is a scandalous joke. The president, who I quite support and feel he's a good man, has tasked the Human Rights Office to investigate. Well, perhaps the first thing they should investigate is that on their own website, the training materials, again, on discrimination, the links don't work. They're not even providing training. It's beyond the ken of our Human Rights Office to provide active links on human rights training for those who want to receive it. And if you think they actively get out into the university community to provide it with any sort of energy, you'd be quite mistaken. Fourth, the university has been sued for discrimination before, including by me. And one reason that I felt moved to do that was that the university systemically disregarded its legal obligations for many years. In our collective agreement, the faculty and the university collective agreement, it says there shall be an equity, diversity, and inclusion committee that meets and issues an annual report. So every year, there should be committee work between the professors and the administration to advance equity. That committee did not issue a single report from the year 2000 to 2016, despite it being a legal obligation that it report every year. When I raised this to the former president of the university, Alan Rock, his response was essentially, so what? I had to bring litigation to force that committee to meet, and when we did, I sat on the relaunch of the committee. We produced a report that contains, I've got it here for you, shocking evidence of under-inclusion of minorities, to the point where the university does not comply with legal obligations to collect data about minority employment. They're in breach of those legal obligations and remain so.